Welcome to this channel. The channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So today I like to share with you all Wing Chuners on two extremely critical basic. Wing Chun is so screwed up today because of these two basic are violated. Actually, it's not just Wing Chun. Chinese Kung Fu in general is so screwed up is because of two violation. So I share with you this. Hope that those of you who really like to study Wing Chun, who love Wing Chun or any Chinese martial arts, always remember these two serious issue. If you do not know these two serious issue and do not get out of it, it's guarantee you go nowhere. Okay, so let's start with this. So, in the past 3 weeks or so, I have shared many YouTube. I have made many YouTube to debunk nonsense from the fake expert. And in the last week or two, I make this YouTube. This three YouTube is very important. It is summarize what is Wing Chun 1850 for you. Not today's Wing Chun. Wing Chun 1850, because today's Wing Chun is a mess. It is just a name called Wing Chun. Is it Wing Chun? Who knows? So, due to I share these three YouTubes, many Wing Chuners actually watch it and have been chatting with me. Now, that is a serious problem, even though Wing Chuners are watching it because they don't know what I'm talking about. Okay? They really don't know what I'm talking about. So why is that happen this way that they don't know what I'm talking about? Is that require a genius to understand what I'm talking about? The answer is no. The answer is, which is come to the first key points, the first disaster you must remember in your mind when you want to study Wing Chun or anything in this world. See, truth is very simple. Truth is very simple. You don't have to go to China. You don't have to go to anywhere. Truth starts with yourself. As I often share in this YouTube, the first thing what we need to learn is what Bodhidharma, the the Zen patriarch who come to China and starting in the teaching of Zen, okay, or the Bodhidharma of the Shaolin, where we know. Bodhidharma teach everybody saying that number one, don't cheat yourself, don't get cheated by others, and don't cheat others. There is the teaching. Now, this is very important. Don't cheat yourself, don't get cheated, and don't cheat others. That means you have to be honest. And within the honest is this. When you see something, you want to find out what it is. For example, this is an iPhone. You see the iPhone. You want to find out what is the iPhone. what it is for, how it is used, who create this. So you have the what, why, how, when, where. Okay? If you don't know the what, why, how, when, where, you will never be able to know what is an iPhone. And you don't need so many, your opinion, my opinion, whose opinion, who cares? This is an iPhone. I want to know what it is. If I own it, I want to be able to use it. Same thing, you study Wing Chun, you want to know what the heck it is, you want to be able to use it. So it is just this simple. But today's Wing Chun is mostly bullshit. People don't find out, like this iPhone, what it is, why it is, how it is, when this happened, why it is, who doing this. People don't. People just go to this grandmaster, that grandmaster, and then somebody will say, oh, according to this, this is all this bullshit. End up that you don't even know how to operate this iPhone. And that's a disaster. When you do that, you back to the Bodhidharma's teaching. You are cheating yourself. You pay $1,000 for the iPhone, but you never know how to use it. Well, iPhone is not designed according to you or according to your sifu or your grandmaster or your lineage. iPhone is an iPhone. Wing Chun is Wing Chun. That's how it is. Okay? So it is very simple. Don't cheat yourself. If I don't know, I don't know. I go learn. If I don't feel satisfied from my answer, I probe it in to find evidence in science and in the history of China. Not go and just take side on this guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, and end up nobody know what it is. So everybody's wasting their life, wasting their money. Okay? So it's very simple. Bodhidharma said, don't cheat yourself, don't get cheated, don't cheat others. And then it's very simple. Just put away all this Wing Chun politics, Wing Chun bullshit. Tell me what the heck is Wing Chun? If people cannot give you the answer, which is not everybody be able to give you the answer, and there's no single person will be able to give you answer, go search for it. Go understand it. Go find it out. Go dig it out until you see the entire thing by evidence. Anybody who want to know about iPhone, even though they are from different parts of the world, they are going to find the same function, isn't it? That's what you want to be. So do I care for with a Wing Chun 1850, the Cho family, the Yik Gam family, all this thing? I don't give a damn. I just want to know what is Wing Chun. That's who am I. That's what I do in this channel. That's why I call it educations and culture. You want to find out what the heck's going on. It's not like putting my 5 cents there. And all the grandmaster for past 130 years since Taifa Ming come until today, if they stand up here, I'm going to what? I'm going to tell them, you guys don't know what the fuck are you even talking about. And you caused the entire thing. Now you have millions of people. It is a disaster. What good is the screw up all people? Make believe that you know. You didn't hear wrong. I say that even G-Sim is here. I'll tell them, okay, this is not your movie bullshit, okay? When you face MMA or Xi Xiaodong, guarantee you going down to the tube. But that's not Wing Chun. There's your stories and all this nonsense, okay? So it's the simple. Put away the politics, put away the country from, put away the race, put away everything. Just like looking at this iPhone. What is it? How is it? Why is it? Who do that? Who do what? When? That's all. Where is it from? Okay? Everything in the world can be tracked. There's no such thing as all this legend, that legend. The Chinese start a lot of bullshit legend and then they end up like today. Even the Chinese itself today in China love the hell out of those things. Go read in the channel, go watch YouTube how they critique the Chinese Kung Fu. So it's very simple. Being honest, know exactly what it is. It's like you study in medicines or engineering. You don't mess around with those things. People's life, man, and your own reputation too. Okay? So this is the first thing. And with this first thing you need to know is this. Whenever you hear something, whenever you listen to something, you don't know what people is talking about until you think clearly what he is talking. Think. You might have to repeat 5 times. Then you know, oh, he is talking about this. It's not that because somebody says something, you heard something, then you know it. No, you don't know. You have to think clearly. What does it really mean? Okay. Same thing when you read something or when you watch a YouTube or something. You watch it, say, what is this? Okay. You don't say, oh, I watch it. I know too. Okay. Like people say, well, Hendrik say this is from Ermei. It's not from Ermei. Do you even know what the heck I'm talking about? Okay. So this first thing is what? Don't cheat yourself. Don't get cheated. Don't cheat others. You have to be professional. If you say you want to be a warrior, then you have to be like that. What is the truth? That's why I always take pride of myself as a Kyokushin because I start my martial art really early with Kyokushin training. Figure out what the heck is going on. Okay. So this is number one. Or else you're going to go nowhere. No matter what you do, you are now going to go nowhere because you never be able to know what is going on. And you just go get dragged by somebody else, do this, and then you say there's G sim, this is never exists. As I shared with you the other day, it's a fictional character. It's like Superman, Batman, are you serious? So remember number one, okay? Those who called as grandmaster in the past, where the Chinese call grandmaster, is not necessary grandmaster. Like in one of the YouTube, if you watch, I just share with you. In the early 1900s, that young Taiji Chen Weiming, saying that, hey, the Yang Luchan of the Yang family Taiji can walk on snow, the snow, like in Iowa or Wisconsin or in Lake Tahoe, that 3 feet deep kind of snow, and then you say there's a Taiji Grandmaster Yang be able to walk on top of the snow without leaving a trace. Are you vampire levitate or what bullshit? Chinese do those bullshit. Well, I'm a Chinese descendant. So those things, let me tell you the truth. Even in the early 1900s, the Chinese, like Tang Hao, I just shared with you the other day, is saying that no, this nonsense anymore. Even our American professor go down there and say, well, are you serious? You guys doing this? It's idiotic. Okay. So number one, don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat others. Don't get cheated. What is the point to say, this grandmaster be able to walk on snow without leaving a trace? What is the point? To boot the grandmaster of Taiji. Yeah, at 2017, when you meet Xi Xiaodong, you get KO within minutes. So number one, don't cheat yourself, please. Okay. Why? I might sound like really, really harsh talking to you this way. No, this is your life. If you don't have a clear mind to think that way as what I share with you, don't cheat yourself, don't get cheated, don't cheat others. No, always want to know the what, how, when, why, who, and always think twice on what people talk about this. What do I read this? What does it really mean? Then you cannot get a good result in your life. You go to college, you need to do that way, or else you're not going to learn. You're going to do professional stuff, engineer, lawyers, or medical doctor and businessman. If you don't think about that, you're going to screw yourself. So please don't, okay? So that's number one. Number two, as I shared last time, fighting is a momentum game. It's a momentum game, okay? Today's what the heck is the about the Wing Chun hand techniques? None of it have anything to do with momentum. It is a really a mistake to have a brain or mindset of all this hand technique stuff. So let me tell you why I'm telling you this second thing. When you look at a martial art, disregard it is from Mars, is from Venus or China or whatever else. You always look into momentum. What is the momentum type? How to manipulate that? Well, Qi Ji Guang 460 years ago already formulated it up. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this point today is after I shared that YouTube the other day, one Wing Chunner friend saying, well, Hendrik, if I get close, can he hit me like this? Like in the what in the Cham Q or Biu Ji, the or wooden dummy, you how do you say that? You hook at his neck. When you go in, he hook at his neck. So he said, well, this hand techniques, if you go close to me, I look at that and I said, hand techniques, do you know that there are people who living in fantasy of hand techniques? You look at it years ago, even today, many Wing Chunner Sifu from Asia, from all over the country, when they see the grapple doing the one leg takedown or two leg takedown, you can see in YouTube they always using their hand technique and their structure, beating the guy who take them down. And that guy who take them down was his student, punching him, blah, blah, blah. In the real life, will that happen? It never happened. Why? Because this so-called grandmaster have no idea on what is momentum and how to play the game, like the grappler game. And then he just used a student to mimic the guy who play wrestling or BJJ. And of course, he can beat them. But in the real life, did they even know what the heck they're doing? They don't. So, for example, this is BJJ. You look at how many angle people coming in. Same with when they want to do takedown, single leg, double leg. Are you sure that you standing down there and thinking your hand techniques and your structure that you be able to handle this? You be able to play with this? Not even talk about to defeat people. Do you think you be able to play with them where they keeping changing like this? BJJ have their specialized momentum when they come in and you take down. So my point is, if you don't look into momentum, you live in a fantasy world. Exactly as what Bruce Lee said, land swimming. It is analogy is like this, right? You stand on you lay on your bed and then you just waving your arm and your leg and you think they're swimming. Throw you in the water, you're dead. Why? Because you have no idea on there is something about the gravitational force, how you have to keep yourself float, or else you can sink down and you're dead. So the same analogy as Bruce Lee said. You keeping laying on the bed and waving your hand. Oh, this is butterfly style. This is the freestyle. And yet you have no idea on what is the gravitational force, what is floating and what is sinking. You go down the water, you dead right away. Okay, especially you look at the color, like in the swimming pool, the water is so clear, and then it is actually 10 feet deep. But you look at this, oh, it's very very shallow place. You jump in, you're dead. Exactly like that. So when is Wing Chunner going to change their mindset to no matter what disregard when you look at things, you look at it in the view of momentum, or else you going to get screwed. Period. So, as in the analogy of the grapple doing the uh, the takedown, okay? Of course, it is not like like those YouTube and Wing Chuners and playing like you take down, you come and take down, and you go punch him. It's nonsense, okay? It never happened. That only happen is like you lay on your bed and then you waving your arm and you say, well, they're swimming. Okay. Wing Chun short strike is like BJJ. It has its uniqueness on handling of the momentum, or else will you see a BJJ like you know like uh those student of those grandmaster, the Wing Chun grandmaster, act that way so that people can to punch you off when you try to take down? Of course not. It is momentum. So this is in my book, Beginning Wing Chun. It's about a 9-year-old book or 8-year-old book. This is the characteristic of Wing Chun. It said the way of Wing Chun Queen. The writing say long come short except habitually close in, meaning that you strike me from the long, okay? And I accept not using my tan bong phục pak sao or whatever heck habitually close in. It is a different way of doing this. This is how they get in. This is BJJ. Wing Chun is a different, but it's close body art. It also is this. This is Shaolin riding, Shaolin short strike riding. Closing in takedown is surprisingly stunning. As I explained the other day, when you get close, the first thing is the leg management. You sweep him. Wing Chun don't use much kick, and don't be idiot like oh, I'm going to raise my kick, because when you get that close, you're going to kick, you're going to go down to the ground. Okay, so sweeping now, and then you say inward wrapping, open up left and right corner, outward wrapping, strike in, searching within the chest. This is how you get in. It's like, how does BJJ get in? This is how you get in. This is a momentum play. So, like the other day, I shared this. It say here, inward wrapping opens up the left and right corner. The directions is from this direction in. Actually, the other day, I shared this. I already explained that. When Tris get into Jack, she's not going to stand in center line versus center line. You go center line versus center line, you get knocked out, okay? Because it is an exchange, and who is having a bigger, who is a stronger or bigger body and so forth win. If you stand like a center line, your nose versus my nose and punching and all those 10 techniques, you dead. Now it goes from angles in. That is what it means by inward wrapping, open up left and right corner, meaning that, okay, so here, inward wrapping opens up left and right corner, meaning that you want to go inside there, you destroy this part, this corner, okay, this left and right corner, you destroy this part. That is what happened here. This hand, this side of a trees is actually destroying Jack's this part, or limiting him, or make him difficult to move, or make him struggle. And this hand is slamming him, slam his center line. This arm of Jack is far away because it's going in, take your corner away. And because this hand is getting jammed here, this hand has difficulties to come out, because human, when you want to punch this way, you always have to move this hand. You want to go to strike on the left, you always have to move the right to support that. If this hand is actually jammed, this hand have trouble to go striking, and your body can break into two. That's human anatomy. That's momentum thing. So 300 something years ago, in the uh, mid of 1600, you already have this. Shaolin. So you have to go fighting in the angle. That's why I shared the other day. You get in, you limit this hand, you go to this angle. and then this become a defensive. You can strike in the middle, but you have to have all this momentum to get in. You always have all this recycling momentum to get in. So you can switch, okay? And the arm is this, is this hand issue from heart. Why? So that I can get to this angle or get to this angle. It's not idiot. Like you're putting your hand out like that. You are limiting yourself in one side. This one, face issue from heart, is anytime I can roll. And I can go from this side or that side. As what I shared last time is called you making the angle, you creating the angle to get in. And the angle is getting in there. And all this are momentum. So what the heck is those Tan Bong Fuk, all this hand technique, Pak Sao, all this hand technique? That's no different than laying in the bed doing your hand techniques. Make believe that you can be able to go swimming. Of course, there's nothing wrong that if you lay on the bed to practice your arm swing, it help your butterfly style. You can tune it, fine tune it. But you have to know that the floating and the sinking of the when you're in the water. So you learn the hand techniques. There's nothing wrong with that. But the entire world is not hand techniques. You have to first be able to go down to the water, be able to float and swim in the water before talking about all this hand technique stuff. What is the point that you talk butterfly style, freestyle, or dog style swimming without even know how to know about this, how to float in the water? Oh yeah, dog style is this way, frog style is this way, freestyle is this way. You're just waving your hand. So as what I say, when you face a BJJ or grappler and you are keeping thinking of your hand techniques, leaving the hand techniques world, it's guarantee you get being taken down because you don't know what it is. And all those grandmaster is of course you getting a student to demo to comply with them, and the student had doesn't know anything anyway. Does a student have learned BJJ, learn grappling, and really go with momentum? No. So in the world of hand techniques, the student always lost, the grandmaster always win. But in the real world, in the momentum world, you know you always lost because you're not living in the reality of momentum. So this is the second thing. You must think in terms of momentum. How is BJJ fight in the uniqueness of momentum? How is Wing Chun short strike fight in terms of momentum? How it go charge in, shoot in, and fill into the body with a certain angle. So even I want to grab him, it go in and penetrate the thing and so forth, like the BJJ show you when you take down, you have what the angle in and so forth, so forth. Without that, are you serious? Tan Bong Fuk. I even told one of the friend yesterday, say, well, get your wife. Get your wife to punch you hard and see your pak sao works or not. Get your wife to punch you, okay? Strike you, but don't tell you where she's going to strike you. Either he's going to strike you or he's going to slap you. Get your wife to punch or slaps you. See whether your pak sao and all this tan bong folk can works or not. Or you are forced to move your body. If you have, just go do that. Your wife is not going to hurt you, but you're going to go full force. See whether you have to move your body out of that thing. If you want to have to move your body out of that thing, meaning your hand technique all useless. Simple. It's a world of momentum. Okay. So two things. One, honest with yourself. Know what, why, when, how, who. Like you look at a grappler, a BJJ, you look at it, say, hey, what is this? How is their uniqueness? How is their strength? How is the best thing they do? How is that magic they do, which is work? How is the iPhone work? The second thing is fighting is about momentum. Think in terms of momentum. Don't even ever talk about hand technique. It's like swimming is, do you know how to float? Forget about this. I have this butterfly style, this frog style, doggy style, freestyle. Forget about that. Do you know how to float? You are living. You have to live in the world of floating or sinking when you go down in the water. You need to be like that. Okay. You can go to your school doing tan bong for doing your wooden dummy for 10,000 years. Guarantee you met, as well as I share, a grappler who take you down, you're going to take you down right away because you don't know momentum. Okay? So these two things. Do yourself a favor. Don't get yourself to be screwed. Again, don't cheat others. Don't cheat yourself. Don't get cheated. Now, finally, I want to share with you one thing. This is my book, Resurrecting Wing Chun. And some friends who cannot order it just say that it's no longer available. Okay, so send me this, and this is from Canada. This is my books. I don't know how long it will last there. Okay, I don't know how long it will be available like this. Like this friend is messaging me, say, well, he cannot buy this book anymore, all kind of stuff. I don't know when it's going to available for everybody anymore. Okay. So if you want to get it soon. Okay. I don't even know how long I'm going to live. Okay. So the day I die, this probably will all collapse because nobody's going to manage this thing. Okay. This is reality. Life change every day. Okay. People need to keep improving, getting better. With the Wing Chun attitude or mindset today, which violating these two things I share with you. Number one, it's called always hearsay. He says, she says, and then people thinking they are number one, they are this, and they are the grandmaster. They go tour in the China, or they say, well, I learned this Mei Zhuang, and then they start to be a grandmaster. All of those are just what? It's just cosplay. They have no idea what it is, this. That's why I say even Taiwan Mingam is here today. I put straight in the face. Say, what the fuck are you doing? Are you serious that you're using those to fight at the 1800? So you say, 100, are you serious? Sure. Don't you know that there's Western boxing in 1800 at that time? When those our friend, our Hong Mun friend, our Chinese Freemason friends fled to America, the Choi Lei Fat friend, who are they going to face? Western boxing. Are you sure that your Wing Chun that way, your Tan Bong Fuk, like in the movie Prodigal Son, can face the Western boxer? So that's why I said, if I met that so-called Tai Fa Ming Gam and all this, say, hey, you guys are playing opera, approaching opera. Are you serious? You want to put your bet down when you're facing the Westerner? Today, everybody boosts those things, those people like they are God. They are no God. These are made up. We know it today. Why? They don't have momentum. The second thing is, so don't cheat yourself. Well, what is the point to cheat yourself? I know there are many people vest too much and because have this title of this yesterday. Another friend messaged me saying that 100, this Sifu who knows you and he's teaching this way. I say, you know what? The way how he teach, if he doesn't change, it will be look really ugly in the history. I know those guys. Why I'm saying very ugly? It's like today I just shared with you. In the 1850s time, you have Western boxing already. When the people fled after the loss of the uprising, say come to America, who are they going to fight? Like our brother, the anti-Qing brother, the from Hong Sing Chai Lei Fat. Go to Chinatown and see how they fought 150 years ago when they fled to America. How the Hong Sing Chai Lei Fat brother fought. That's the reality. You can use the reality to check on all this Tai Fa Min Gam say this, Ji Sim say this stuff. Is that valid? It's very simple. So don't cheat ourselves, don't cheat others, don't get cheated. The second thing is momentum. Everything's momentum. Forget about all your hand techniques. It is attack, attack, attack. Somebody make up this Wing Chun is Tan Bong Fu bullshit. How the hell are you going to fight with the Tan Bong Fu? In the entire world, people fight with attack. For example, Western boxing is what? Your jab, your cross, your hook. In the Chai fight is what? Is so, the sweep, the gua, and then the chat. And you say you want to tell me Wing Chun is this tan, is it bong, and then fook? Are you serious? Again, this is also why I'm going to tell all those Tai Fa Min Gam, all those things, you don't know what the F you're doing. It's violating the Western, violating even the Hong Seng China for 1850. Are you serious? Those things works? Look at the Hong Seng China for, isn't it all about momentum? So guo continue dynamic momentum. Look at Western boxing, isn't it the same? Even it evolved, but it's based on momentum. So what is your Wing Chun based on? Hand techniques? Straight line? So this is what I like to share with you. I know, I use the F word, sorry. But man, why screw our people? Why screw our brother? Why screw our brother? Wing Chun can be much, much, much better. Wing Chun have so much can offer. Why you end up like today that people don't understand what is going on and keeping living in that laying on the bed, waving your hand and thinking they're swimming. So finally, as what I said before, Bruce Lee fed up with it and left. I chose another path. I chose to be a bad guy. I said, I'm asking, what the F are you guys doing? You guys are screwing up your own people. It's enough, is enough.